Last week, we were looking for buys on gold. We are looking for buys on gold. And I told us that I was targeting premium, these premium levels. This was the level where I was targeting for gold. After we tapped into this daily fair value gap and we started rejecting from it. If you could watch, you could see that we were just rejecting off the 50% level of this gap, which is known as our consequent encroachment. Those who are in my community will understand what I mean. All right. So now the buyers still remain the same. What do? We are looking for the market to tap into this fair value gap. Now, going into the new week, although we are at a premium level, there are two scenarios that I'm actually looking at the market to play out. And then I already have a signal that sales is coming in, right? I have a signal that sales is coming in on gold. But there is one more thing that I needed. And what is that? I need to see a liquidity rallying. I need to see a rally into this level, and then a sharp change in market structure, right? A sharp change in market structure. Then we now can start going down. That is what I'm actually looking for on gold, because I want us to tap into the mid-level of this fair value gap. But then the market will always do what it wants to do. You get? It's possible that the market can do what? Just fall off from here, give us that correction that we want, and then, you understand, we start tanking. So I'm still watching gold closely. To see what it's going to do, because at this point, we're already at a premium price. We are already at a very premium price. So we'll just watch and have our confirmation first because if the market should come to this level, to this demand level, and give us a lower time frame confirmation, then here should be our take profit. Okay. If the market should come back to this zone, give us a lower time frame confirmation, then we should take our profit from this zone. If it still goes up from there and tap into this level, then fine. All right. But our duty as traders, as Forex Empire Tribe, our duty is to do what? To watch and react to what the market is doing. All right. We don't chase the market. We allow the dealer to show us its hand. We stalk the dealer, and then we do what? We take our profits when necessary. You understand? So this market is all about witch hunting. So we are just witch hunting the market maker. Whatever they do, we just follow them. All right. So same thing on silver. We actually had a weekly AMD signal that completed. We had a weekly AMD signal that completed, which is sweep of this low and rejection, and we have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. For 4 weeks, that is almost for 1 month, right? For 1 month, this market was doing what? Was buying. That is this week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. For 1 month, this market actually bought. So now, what am I looking at? We have this premium possible sell zone at this point, which is around between $86 to $90. All right, we have this level. So possibility is that the market will do what? The market will come, still give us still give us a buy signal from this possible buy zone, right? And then we have that push into that level before we do what? Before we start tanking, right? That same thing with silver, because I told us that on the daily time frame, you can see that we are giving, the market is already bearish, right? The market is already bearish. The market is already bearish. This is a higher high, and then this is a lower high, right? This is a higher low, and then this is a lower low, right? This is a higher low, and this is a lower low, and this is a higher high. The market is actually giving us bearish structure to the downside. Okay, so overall, we are actually bearish. So we'll just see that little push into this zone, and then we start tanking. Remember, we react. We don't force trades. We just wait. The dealer will show us their hands, and we do what? We take the trade. So what am I looking for going into Monday? I want to see a direct push from this level into this zone, and then we can start falling. But then the market could possibly give us a structure shift from this zone. And if you give us a structure shift from this level, then we are ultimately coming down to this discount level down here. If we have a structure shift from this level, then they are giving us the intention of where they want to go to. We wait for the correction, and what? We join in the continuation. All right. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for silver. Then BTC actually came to this zone that we are looking at, but I have something that made me not to really take that trade. Though this is my overall target, right? This is my overall target. If you watched my previous video, you will know the reason why this is my overall target. All right. And you know the reason why we are actually coming from here. So this is one of it. All right. You see that we formed this low. After forming that low, we gave this high. From that high, we gave this low. From that low, we gave this high. From that high, we gave this low. From that, we gave this high. We gave this low, and then we gave this high. So what does it tell you? It tells you that the market is actually at premium. And if you are to use your Fibonacci tool, you see that we are at where? We are at premium price, because we recently took out this high here. Recently took out this high, right? So normally the intention is that we are going up. The market doesn't just move in a straight wave, right? The market doesn't just move in a straight line. It moves in waves, okay? It moves in waves. So what am I anticipating? I'm anticipating that the market will give us some form of correction, all right? So when we have the correction, then we'll now start looking to go up further. All right. Following market structure, we will be looking to go further. If you look here, you see that we have a key level area, a fair value gap around that zone, which aligns perfectly well with this other block here. And also we have an OTE here. So possible that for the next few days, we are going to see more sales on BTC before we see the buys. All right. We are going to see more sales on BTC before we see the buys. So first of all, you need to understand that this is at premium. This right here is at a premium level. It's at a premium level. So we want to buy from discount level. You don't want to be buying from a premium level. You want to be buying from a discount level. Those who are in my community will understand what I'm saying. By the way, if you have watched this video to this point, please subscribe, like the video, drop your comments, what you want to learn, what you want to understand. I'll be willing to teach on the next section. And if you have not joined our community, follow me on Instagram at Dr. Richard _ Forex Empire. Then you can click the link on my bio to join the community, to join Forex Empire tribe. All right. So let's get back to the video. So what I'm saying is that we just took out this high. Now I'm anticipating that we get some form of retracement, some form of correction before the market starts going higher. Possibly we could actually see a change in market structure shift. We'll have a shift, then we go lower. But then this is possible buy zone, and this is my possible sell zone, right? This is my possible sell zone, and then this is my possible buy zone. That's where I am looking. I'm looking to either buy from or sell from. I cannot be buying from premium because we're already at premium. I cannot be selling from discount either. So it's either the market comes to this point and we sell from here, right? Or the market just comes straight to this point and we sell. Okay, so that's what I am anticipating on Bitcoin. Then for GBP JPY, let's go to the weekly. GBP JPY on the weekly just completed internal to external range liquidity model, which is we tapped into this key level on the monthly, right? Then on the weekly time frame, we actually got a sweep within that level. And then the markets did what? The markets came to distribute at the external range, right? So now on GBP JPY, we are also getting another rejection here. And if you are very observant, you see that we have wicks around this area. So it means that some form of liquidity have been grabbed here. And for this market to reject from this zone, it means that we are trapping a lot of traders a lot of buy stop traders, right? A lot of buy stop traders are being trapped here. So going into the following week, we are going to be distributing to this external low. That is where I will be looking on the long run for GBP JPY to come to. But then let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, daily time frame, we went into this level, into this external range, and we dropped back. Nothing much to see, and we closed a fair value gap on the daily time frame. Daily time frame, which can serve as an inverted fair value gap, right? Could actually serve as inverted fair value gap. It can serve as inverted fair value gap. So on H4, what do we have on H4? So on H4, we already have market structure up, down. We have market structure going up, this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We now had a lower low here, then a lower high here, then a lower low here. So I'm anticipating a lower high within this level to give us a lower low. All right? That is just pure market structure. So I'm looking at this order block here. to be my last form of defense to actually sell from. So I'm looking at the market to sell from here, because if you look here, you still see that we have what we call a balanced price range. We'll have a balanced price range here. I will also have a fair value gap here. It's very tiny anyway. We'll have a fair value gap there. So these are key levels that you can actually look out for the market to come into and give you a lower time frame confirmation. You wouldn't just jump into it because the market is at that point. No, that's not how to trade it. You wouldn't just jump in because you feel like, oh, the market is at my... No. You don't do it that way. You don't do it that way. What you do is, you do what? You wait for the market to come into that level, give you a lower time frame confirmation, telling you that, okay, I am ready to do what? To move. Then you take the trade. You cannot just take it blindsidedly like that. No, that's not how to do it. So my bias on GJ is actually bearish. My bias on GJ is bearish till 210.332. 210.332. That's where I'm actually looking at GBP JPY to come to. Moving on, GBP USD. This pair, I'm actually neutral on it. I'm actually neutral on it. Or let me say, I'm tilted towards the bearish. I'm tilted towards the bearish side than the bullish, right? I'm tilted towards the bearish than the bullish. Why? Because we had structure, we have liquidity grab here. And after having that liquidity grab, we had a structure shift here. So based on structure, we have this low, we have this high, we have this low, which have declared intention, we have this correction, and then we ought to have continuation at least to these lows here. This one, and then this one. So here should be my first target. This level should be my first target if I should follow this weekly structure shift. Okay, so based on what market structure is given to us, we are actually tilting to the bearish side. Now, if you see, the market actually came into an internal range liquidity, which is this fair value gap here, and we are rejecting from it. You get? This gave us the three candle pattern. The three candle pattern. Those who are in my community will understand what I mean by three candle pattern. All right. So we are already having that confirmation that we are actually going to be bearish. Now, this is almost at a liquidity level where the market will actually distribute to. So, but on the long term, based on what I'm seeing from the weekly time frame, the market is actually going to go lower to this level. The market is actually going to go lower to 1.30102. So the main thing is to have your plan, and the main thing, and another thing is for you to stick to that plan. All right, stick to that plan till it is invalidated. That is how to trade. If you have a plan, you say, okay, I'm actually going to sell this market, or I'm actually looking to sell this market. You stick to it till you are invalidated, till that plan is invalidated. You don't just go from one plan to another and you are just doing random things. Random behavior, random plan begets random results. Okay. All right. So on GBP USD, I'm actually tilted towards the bearish side. I'm looking to sell this market. All right. If I see any sell confirmation and sell opportunity, I would sell more than the buys. So H4, you see that everything is actually aligning. So we have a weekly we have a weekly order block, we have a daily fair value gap, and then we have this flip zone. We have this flip zone on 4 hours, and that's where the market is now. If you look, you see that the market is actually rejecting from that zone. So when the market opens, we could possibly see a structure shift here, a retracement. We could see a structure shift here, a retracement, and then continuation to the downside. All right. We could possibly see that. If you are not in the community, please try to join the community. Click the link on my bio to join. I would see you there. All these analyses will be sent into the Forex Empire Tribe community chat box. So try to join. USDJPY. If you look at USDJPY is actually bullish. USDJPY is bullish. Why did I say USDJPY is bullish? Now you'd see that we had a break of structure here. Now breaking that structure, where are you looking at the market to retrace back into? Of course, into a what? An order block. So now, why is this a high probability order block? Is because we have a fair value gap that is attached to it. Now you could see this fair value gap here. So this fair value gap is there. Then we have this order block, right? And that is where the market is reacting from. Now, if you look here, you could see that we also have another break of structure to the upside. So now it makes this low to be a very key level. This low is a key level. Why? Because this will determine if this market is going to continue bullish or the market is going to continue, whether the market is going to change to the bearish side. All right? If the market is going to change to the bearish side. Now, moving on to 4-hour time frame, let's see what you can see there. What can we see there? So we have our break of structure to the upside. So inside that level, we'll have this buy level that the market is reacting from. So you see that we came to this level once, we came twice, and this is the third time. And the market is doing what? The market is actually rejecting from there, grabbing all of this liquidity. So a lower time frame confirmation to the upside will be very, very important. And then we do what? We take this trade and distribute to the what? To the external range. Now, if you look at the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, we have our AMD candle pattern playing out here. We have our AMD candle pattern playing out here. So we have this sweep of this low, and then a rejection. So opening into the next week, we want to see a little bit of this retracement here, and then continuation to the upside. And also, if you look to the left, you will see that we are coming from this area, which is our volume imbalance. All right. So these are confluences that are actually aligning up to support our claim, to support our buy bias on USDJPY. Same thing with Euro USD. Same thing I have on GBP USD. I have same thing on Euro USD. We tap into this premium order block, right? Grab liquidity from this zone. Rejected, obviously. What else? We did what? We gave structure shift here. And we had another internal structure shift here. Okay. So I'm more bearish. I'm looking for bearish opportunities on Euro USD more than the bullish until we have this level invalidated. until we have this level invalidated, that's when I'll say, okay, the long-term bearish bias has been invalidated. But as far as this structure is holding, we have this liquidity, we have this shift giving us this intention. This is just a correction to do what? To give us that continuation, at least into this zone. Into this zone. These are long-term zones, all right? This will actually take months for it to happen, okay? To take months for it to happen. But for the time being, I'm looking for more bearish. I'm looking for more bearish confirmations on Euro USD. All right. So taking off from this level on the daily time frame, taking off from this level on the daily time frame, I'm looking at this zone. I'm looking at this zone to be tested. I'm looking at these levels to be tested. I'm looking at these levels to be tested. So this will be a possible buy zone for a continuation to the downside. That's if we are going to continue to the downside. But remember, these are key levels on the daily time frame. So as the market unfolds, as the market unfolds, I'm going to be updating everybody, both on our free community and our inner circle. Okay. So I have a partnership. I have a partnership with XNES. And what we do in that partnership is that if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to learn how to analyze like me, if you want to learn how to trade profitably, all right, you just sign up with our XNES partnership link. Once you sign up with our XNES partnership link, you can DM me on Instagram. You can DM me on you can DM me on Instagram, you can DM me on TikTok, the same username, right? You DM me and we'll confirm your account number, and then we add you. All right. So we are actually going to be starting our classes on 1st of May next month. All right. We are going to be starting our classes on 1st of May. So if you are interested and you want to learn how to trade profitably, this is a very good opportunity for you to grab. All right. This is a very great opportunity for you to grab. So the next is DXY. Remember, wherever DXY is going to, that is where every other pair is going to. That's what every other pair is going to do the inverse. Whatever DXY is doing, every other pair is going to do the inverse of that. Okay, so if you go to the monthly, if you go to the monthly time frame, something very interesting on DXY. You see that we are actually mitigating this order block here. These markets have just been grabbing liquidities from this level, and distributing to the upside, all right, on the monthly time frame. Now, coming to the weekly, we have this low was taken out, here, and then we had this purge here. So remember the analysis that we did on EU. The analysis that we did on EU is just the inverse, right, of DXY. So we have this internal structure shift, and then we'll have this one right here. So the market will always do what? Give you liquidity sweep. The market will always give you liquidity sweep, give you the intention, right? We'll show you their intention, and then you wait for what? Correction. Correction is what we have here, and then continuation. Okay, so now the market is actually reacting from this zone. The market is reacting from this level. Now, why is that level so important? Why is this level so important? We have what? We have a fair value gap here. And we also have a volume imbalance here. We have a volume imbalance here. We have a volume imbalance here, and we have a fair value gap, and we have an order block. And that is where the market is actually rejecting from. Okay, so these are lined up of events in a particular zone. This is a cluster of confluence in a particular zone. So going forward, I'll be looking to see that DXY moves to the upside. I'll be looking to see that DXY moves to the upside. Now, to where exactly? I'm looking at this level. I'm looking at this level. Now, you see inside that zone, we have a gap there. We have an imbalance there. So this level is my first take profit on the long term. And then this other level is my second take profit level. All right, this is my second take profit level. This is my first take profit level. Once this market should do what? Should give us a confirmation that it's going to the upside. Why? Because we have this sweep, we have this break of structure here, which is buyers giving us the intention that they want to go higher, and we have this correction coming in here, and then we need to have the continuation. Okay, that is it for this EOD analysis section. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching to the end. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. More and more and more is going to come. All right, more is going to come. If you have not joined the inner circle, click the link in the description to join both the free community, both the free community and the Forex Empire tribe. All right. Now, in the Forex Empire tribe, we don't just talk about only about Forex. We also talk about stocks. All right, stock investments. Okay. We also talk about stock investment, real estate investment, businesses that you can actually do to succeed in life. All right. So thank you for joining. I'll see you on the next video.